Oh, well, fancy seeing you here. Thank you, Jared. I've been cackling like an old witch these days. How are you doing today? Guess what? Hey, did you know? Guess what? It's a full moon eclipse. I'm going to tell you a funny story to start with because honestly, I'm in one of those moods where like we're going to do the thing tonight, but we're going to do it at my pace. My vision's not that good anymore. I'm going to start with that. So, and my hearing is not that great, both of which are genetic. So, where I grew up, which is about half an hour away from here, at Halloween, there was a woman who, I can't remember her name. If my sister's watching, I don't think she is, but maybe if she's here, she'll remember. She would sit on her porch. I think she was a practicing witch, and kind of scare the shit out of us and cackle and stuff, but like she didn't have a costume on. Do you know what I mean? And this was back in, I want to say 79, 80, 81 kind of thing. Some of you weren't even born. But anyway, at Halloween, she would sit on her front stoop and cackle, and she would have like dry ice and all the things, right? And we would always go and see her. My mom was, I don't know if they were friends or whatever. We would always go trick-or-treating to her too. Was it Beulah? And my sister is here. And so, didn't she give out toothbrushes? Am I making this up? She didn't have like Snickers or Twix or whatever. I seem to remember her giving out like grapes or toothbrushes or something. You know, like, I don't know, something good for you. Anyway, we always went to her house. Wasn't it on Yarmouth Road or like right as you went down from like the... Anyway, so the other day I'm driving in my neighborhood, kind of opposite street, and I told my sister this. I drove by and I'm like, God, that looks like the woman we used to go to her house. Like she was sitting on her porch and she was like rocking in her rocking chair like Beulah used to do. And there was like pumpkins and stuff all around. And I'm like, it's a little early though, you know, this was like in the middle of the day on like a Thursday. And then I realized it was just a woman on her front porch. I can't see very well anymore. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be that woman where I'm like rocking on my front porch and people are going to be like, does she know it's not Halloween? And they're going to drive by because they can't see very well and be like, are you giving me... Remember she used to say, brush your teeth or you'll end up like me. That's right. And go, Anyway, this woman was just rocking on her front porch and me not being able to see very well. I literally told my sister, I'm like, oh my God, I'm that woman who's like driving on your street and I think that you are a Halloween decoration and you're not because I just can't see. I'm so sorry to that woman. I felt really bad afterward. I'm like, should I go back to her and like apologize? Like I thought you were ahead of your time kind of thing, or I thought you were like a... Anyway, Beulah doesn't live there anymore, but it is almost Halloween and almost Samhain, and your friend Athena, who can't see very well, if you are rocking on your porch and you have a shawl on, I'm going to think that I need to stop by your house and tell you it's not Halloween yet. How are you tonight? Anyway, yeah, Kristen Perrakis is my sister. She is. I've outed you. I don't know if you were outed before. I'm going to start tonight by telling you a couple of things. This is the last full moon eclipse in Taurus we will have for a while. We're going to decorate a candle tonight. If I come knocking on your door and go, you know it's not Halloween. It's because I can't see. And I know, but she was just a lady sitting on her porch. And here's me in my car like, I don't know. You know what? Don't get old, everybody. If you're in your 20s and 30s and even your 40s, I'm just going to tell you it gets weird. Okay, so for free on sagegoddess.com, for those of you who can see, we have free worksheets. Samhain is the fancy name for Halloween. Halloween comes from Halloween, W-E''E''N, which means All Hallows Eve, which is the evening before All Hallows Day. And then there's All Saints Day and All Souls Day, which honors the elders who have passed away and the children who have passed away. So all the way from October 31st until November 2nd, the ancestors are here. The veil is thin, even tonight. The veil is thin. So if you're trying to hear your ancestors, you're probably hearing them. I'm not a big fan of what mine are telling me, but it's the eclipse and you best listen. And then we have full moon in Taurus worksheets for you that tell you the stones, herbs, and oils to work with, and also give you some good journaling questions. And then guess what I have for you? Oh, it's a lunar eclipse worksheet. And yes, you don't have to tell me that the eclipse is tomorrow. It's just that I don't like to have my team work on the weekends. But technically the eclipse I think is like 4 or something Pacific time on Saturday. So if you want to be very precise and scientific, you can work with it tomorrow. The way moon phases and eclipses work is it's 48 hours before and 48 hours afterwards, so we're right on time. But if you like are very scientific, which I'm not, you can wait till tomorrow and watch this then. I would love it if you stay here live with me, though. It'd be really nice. Yeah, Jamie's like, yeah, best listen. Listen. So I'm gonna shoot it to you straight the way I always do. This is one of the hardest eclipses of the last 6 years, and it won't be like this again for the next 6 years. So it's all been kind of leading to this. A Taurus full moon is usually a money moon. Oh, bring me money, talk to me about money. How do I manifest money? How do I expand money in my life? A Taurus full moon with an eclipse is people not being honest about money, people doing things behind your back kind of to make money, people taking advantage of your resources, people I don't know how this looks for you. I've had my own experiences with it. All I'm going to say is it won't last for long. Can I expand out for a second and just explain kind of the bigger picture of things? We've had major retrograde activity among most of the planets for the last 6 months. It's like Christmas Day, the last turning direct of the final planet. And then starting January 1, it's like everything's direct. All the shitty people in your life have shown themselves to you, who they are, what they're doing, and you get to make new choices. So even though technically Samhain, October 31st, is the Celtic New Year, and we start the cycle again, January 1 is going to be like, you've seen people for who they are. You know that like they were showing you one thing and doing another. They were riding coattails or, you know, moving with you, but kind of not with you. They were kind of like enjoying what they could get from you, or there was behind the scenes stuff moving around you didn't know about. Starting January 1, all of that shifts. All the planets, even the outer planets, are direct. And there is just this like big spotlight that's going to be glowing on life. So it's going to be the dead of winter in the northern hemisphere, but you're going to see everything as it's meant to be, and you're going to stop making mistakes. And I'm sorry if it's been hard on you. It's been hard on a lot of people. So tonight what we're going to do is a little different than we normally do. We're going to we're still going to do a little bit of like, hey, full moon in Taurus, which was my first full moon I ever celebrated. You know that, right? Like when I was a little witchlet, I was 17. I'm 50. It was a long time ago. It was a Taurus full moon, my first full moon. And all my teachers told me was money, money, money moon, money moon, patchouli, cinquefoil, lemongrass, aventurine, go out, dance naked, whatever. I've gotten older. I still think you should put a little something in your wallet tonight. When I was, and the other story I'm going to tell you while I kind of just set the space for us tonight. This is the candle we're going to be decorating, by the way. This is the wallet that came with your tools. The perfume. Oh, it's here. The Midas Mist. So we're going to just kind of like open the space with this. I remember my dad saying to me when I was very young, because he was, you know, our dad, my sister's here. He came from very little, kind of really humble beginnings. And I remember him saying, gather things that no one can take from you and really treasure those things. Like people can take, because he lived through war, people can take your stuff, they can take everything away from you, but they can't take your education, your mind, your thoughts, you know what I mean? Like they can't take your spirit, they can't take your happiness, your joy. Like cultivate these things that no one can take from you. So my recommendation for you under this full moon is, what do you have that cannot be taken? What do you have that can't be moved? Taurus is all about like prized possessions. And if I were to show you like my prized possessions in my life, it's the people, it's the animals, it's the love in my heart, it's the relationships that have endured, it is my knowledge and my wisdom. It's not stuff. And I really listened to my dad, right? So like, think about the things in your life that cannot be taken from you. Nobody can take my brain. I'm taking it with me when I go. Some of you are like, good. I mean, I talk too much and I am a student of life, so I'm constantly gathering wisdom and I just love to share what I know. But like, I won't be able to catalog it in my lifetime, but I'm proud. Like, I just know a lot of stuff about a lot of stuff, and I'm taking it with me. But you can't take it from me. You can't get in there and go, I'm going to take your frontal lobe and, like, dissect it and disseminate it, right? You can't take my heart, right? You can't take my love. You can't take the weird way I do things. You can't take my recipes that I've never written down. You can't take the way I watch a sunset, which my mom always called God's art. You can't take the way I hug and the way I snuggle and the way I laugh or cackle when I see people and think they're an old witch and it's just a woman walking on her front doorstep. One day I'll write her a note, tell her I'm sorry. You can't take my joy. You can't take what happens to me when my tree starts to produce fruit. My persimmon tree this year produced 1 persimmon. And I have it in my refrigerator. I've eaten 1/4 of it. Every day I slice off a little slice of it because I only got 1 this year and it's like so precious to me. You would think that like there was no persimmons in the world, but I don't want to buy them because I got 1 and I just slice off a little slice every night because I'm so excited about it. The things that make you you. That's what we're going to put in our wallet tonight. Because everything else that can go in your wallet, somebody could come and take this wallet away and then you're like, oh shit, they took my wallet. But the best things about you can't even fit in here. You ready? Okay. Me too. We did give you $2 off your next order with SG on your little bucks. And the reason you got bucks in your wallet, by the way, is that my mom said it's bad luck to give people a wallet with you don't put bucks in, so we put bucks in your wallet. And a $2 bill is kind of rare. So, okay, I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about the eclipse, and then I'm going to dig in. Jared did bring me rhinestones. So in addition to, let's see if I can use my other camera. Hold on. In addition to, I don't think that camera's set up actually. Hold on. No, because you're seeing my little tissue. In addition to the peridot stones that you came in your little bag, and the aquamarines, I think it is. Or is it moonstones? Hold on. green aventurine. Oh, it's green aventurine, really? Okay. And green aventurine, and then pyrite. Sorry, Jared. Well, it might be good for like pushing the things in the candle. I didn't think about it, but like.
Yeah, no, it's set up. If you
is it? Okay. If I put it there? Okay, I just want to take my hairbrush and like out of things out of there. Okay.
Fair.
Okay. And my like Celsius. That's fine though.
There?
Okay. So anyway, we're good. And then he also brought me rhinestones to stick on my candle because I asked him to. And look, but I asked him for rhinestones. Look what he brought me. You should have a Jared in your life. So I have all the stones. I have all the. I took my hairbrush out. I have aventurine. I have peridot, and I have pyrite. And I'm going to teach you how to do this because if you have a beeswax candle, it's not as pretty as it's going to be when you're done. And if you don't have tonight's beeswax candle, go get a different beeswax candle out of your collection. If you have no idea what we're doing, we're going to take a beeswax candle and push crystals into it. And rhinestones. It's called dressing your candle. Raise your hand if you know what that means. So dressing your candle means we anoint it with oils. So we take our mist and we anoint it with essential oils, and then we put it in the holder, which came with your kit. And then we're going to press rhinestones and all kinds of pretty things in sacred geometric patterns and make it pretty. You ready? And then if you don't have my wallet from the kit, go get your wallet. Because we're going to put energy in your wallet tonight. Things that can't be stolen from you. I like that. It's a very divine masculine concept. There are things in your life that cannot be taken from you. No matter what. And that's what we're working with tonight. Look at the hands. Okay, how many of you have Sun, Moon, Rising, Taurus? I'm not going to raise my hand because I don't. Sun, Moon, Rising in Taurus. If your Sun's in Taurus, your Moon is in Taurus, your Rising is Taurus. Okay, what that means is you're really good at a couple of things. Making money, keeping money, and making things beautiful. Taurus is ruled by Venus. Venus rules beauty. It rules the divine feminine, right? So Taurus people, I'm jealous of you. I've always wanted to be a Taurus. Like I always think when I grow up I'm gonna be a Taurus. I'm not. I don't think I have any Taurus in my chart, which is totally fine. It just means I have like an aspiration to be a Taurus. So this is your moon, and you're going to be better at this than I am, which is totally fine. It's not competition. So let me go through my notes really quick for tonight, and then we will focus on our ceremony. Tonight is a PowerPoint. That's what we call it in astrology. It's a PowerPoint. It's a pivot moment. There will be a before tonight and an after tonight. You decide what that looks like. I don't make the rules. This is the last, like I said, eclipse in Taurus we will have, I think, for 6 to 8 years. So there's going to be no more big financial surprises in your life after today, but holy smokes, like this whole period has been about, again, something being taken from you, something being hidden from you, something not being clear about your finances. So double check your accounts, make sure everything is on the up and up. It could be, like I said, a lot of different things, and it's showing up for people in my life in all these different ways. The theme is secrets. It's even our code at sagegoddess.com right now. It's things you don't see that you need to see. I will tell you, the energy of this eclipse has not been, it's a little underhanded. My friend, who's an astrologer named Sue, who I've been working with since I was 19, her words were ruthless, underground, and unseen. So it's like, those are not my words, but it's just been really tough. So just double check everything, okay? It's her advice, and it's my advice too. It's the last eclipse in the financial axis, probably for, like I said, anywhere between 5 to 9 years. So you don't have to worry about this again. Mars is also transiting to Scorpio, which is about people hiding money, people hiding how they make money. It's just fascinating what's happening right now. Scattering into darkness, not being able to be honest, with you or with themselves about how they make money or where they're taking their money. RS, who is the goddess of war, runs in a 560-year cycle. She's a street fighter. She's a little unrelenting. She doesn't care. And so there's this, like, when I say Mars, which is governed by Aries, which is ultimately governed by RS and Scorpio, it's like, I'm a Scorpion, right? Like scorpions, you don't see them. They run into darkness. So if people are trying to hide something from you, they've been doing it, but they're going to stop that process now. And there's going to be complete clarity about your finances beginning probably around the middle to end of November, because we have to like watch this cycle go through until 2023. I would say 2030, 2031. Okay, so this is everything that's happening with money. Any questions about that before I begin our ceremony? Listen, they do. People, what you have to know about people, and I've been studying people for a long time. I have a PhD in education, and I took all my electives in psychology and adult development, so I've been studying humans since I was in my 20s, and now I'm in my 50s, right? People are amazing, and they're also very self-interested. They're ultimately going to do what's best for them. And so you have to look and say, what are they telling me, and what would ultimately serve them best? They're going to probably do what's going to serve them best when it comes down to like the root chakra, survival, safety. And it's not always with a bad intention to hurt you. It's just people have to protect themselves and their resources. But there's a little bit of a scrambling energy right now that you have to look out for. And the more you know, the more you know. Okay. So at a full moon, what do? First of all, we're going to open a circle. And I'm going to use the wand because we have a Gemini full moon next month with no eclipse activity. So we have this like really open communication pipeline starting next month that I am so ready for. Again, November, December, January are going to be like clarity, clarity, clarity. Communication, communication, communication. But until then, it's going to be an absolute, what are you not seeing? And you have to look in the pockets in darkness because this is going to show up for you in different ways. And if it isn't showing up for you, it might not be part of your cycle right now. But a lot of us are feeling it. So with that, I give this information to you. Okay? So with my full moon drum, I didn't mean to like gong it on the table. You can drum with me. Or just listen while I call in the guides and guardians tonight. You know what keeps me going? Because I feel like a reporter of the news sometimes, and it's like, the news isn't always great. You know what keeps me going? There are amazing people in this world. There are. People who love with an open heart, keep their word, are loyal, who will go through all of life's challenges with you. I've seen them. It's not like a mystery to me. Like, I know this to be true. So, shine a light on the scorpions, on the, and then get them out of the corners. Like, just say, okay, I see you. Like, and bless them on their path. It's a new year. I'm opening a big circle tonight, so you can enjoy. Guides and guardians of the East. turn my gaze. Where the sun rises, new beginnings, new cycles, new possibilities, new energies, honesty, clarity. Hawk and eagle dance over here, right? Hawk and eagle, the big birds, right? You can't fool them because they don't just see like at ground level, they're like above it. They see everything. So hawk and eagle medicine, like just open our eyes tonight. Like let's just see everything for what it is. Let the sun rise. The best cure for an infection is sunlight. It's antibacterial, right? Don't keep things in the dark. Help us see, help us see, help us see. We're gonna have a mantra in each direction tonight. So in the east, help us see. And then guides and guardians of the south. Let's burn it through. Help us rise, help us rise, help us rise. Snakes over here for transformation, right? Shedding skin. Let's let this go, let's let that go. Right? It's too tight, doesn't fit. Okay, let's like extend. We have the big cats in the south too, like lion and cheetah and tiger. They're not afraid. The big cats are like, F around and find out, right? Help us rise. Help us rise. Help us rise. And then in the west, help us heal. Help us heal. Help us heal. In the west, we have, I actually put condor in the west, but all the finned creatures are there. So dolphin and whale, all the fish are there. There's maternal energy in the west too. There's crow, who's a seer. Show us what needs to be seen. But there's also like, help me be a good mother to it all, right? Like help me make space. Help me hold it. Help me make a good home for what's mine. Take care of the ones I love. Help us heal, help us heal, help us heal. And then in the north, oh, God bless the north. It's Jade's birthday today, by the way. Happy birthday. What a great birthday on the eve of the new year. In the north, it is slow, right? Peace, patience, perspective. It's help me ground, help me ground, help me ground, right? Help me be here now, help me be here now. Help me be here now, be here now. This moment comes and it goes. Your kids are never going to be this age again. You're never going to be this age again. This sunset is different. I'll never see this exact one again. October 2023 is almost complete. If I don't notice, it'll disappear. So guardians of the north, help me show up. Right? Guides and guardians above me, within me, and below me. Guide me, strengthen me, anchor me. And one more layer tonight because it's the eclipse and some people's energies are not aligned. We call in safety, protection, and clarity from the east, from the south, from the west, from the north, from above me, from within me, from below me. So it is. So it is. So it is. From the east, from the south, from the west, from the north, from above, from within, from below. So it is. Did Jade see our birthday wishes? I hope so. When people are here on their birthday, it's like the most beautiful thing. You know what I mean? Like, how cool is that? It's Jade's birthday. And Joanne, it's early birthday wishes to Joanne. I just love that so much. So thank you for being here. We love our Scorpios. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Okay. Circle is open. Ritual has begun. And you know what? You can judge me if you want, but I gotta put some glasses on tonight, honey, because these little stones are really small. And if I'm on my front doorstep, don't pull over and wonder if I'm too early for Halloween. Your wallet came with a little card, and it says, I attract to myself, get your pen out, and my life, abundance and prosperity. I seek abundance of, and there was a line, and then and prosperity of, and whatever that is, and on my behalf, I request that the universe set events in motion now that will bring the abundance I seek. I focus my will, my intention, my active mindset, and my inner monologue in full alignment with this vision. I channel energies of the 4 directions and the 4 sacred elements as partners in this process. I envision a life of prosperity, a life in which my energies, my creations, and my experiences flow easily and freely from and through me. I ask for these things with humility and gratitude, and desire that they come to pass in a way that manifests the highest good of all. As above, so below, as within, so without, so shall it be. We didn't put Amenaho, and so it is, but Amenaho, and so it is. So I would just like you to fill in the first 2 lines. I seek abundance of, and prosperity of. Always blow on it. That's your life force. And then I want you to keep that in your wallet. It'll get worn out over time, but that's kind of the cool thing. And then people will be like, what's that little card in your wallet? And you're like, you don't get to know. It's my magic card. By the way, on your wallet, 5 green aventurine stones for good luck and new opportunities and wealth, and quartz in the middle to magnify it all. And this is the star of Lakshmi, who's the Hindu goddess of abundance. So after tonight, unless you have already, which is great, you should transfer all of your coins in here and your credit cards and your bucks and everything into this wallet. And then we made it a wristlet. Team SG designed this together so that, like, if you're out, I don't party anymore, but like if you're out at a party or whatever, like you just don't need your full purse, right? Just put that on your wrist and you're like, oh, here I am. And what I love about it too is my phone fits in here, and I have a grandma-sized iPhone, the big iPhone, so even your iPhone can fit in here and you can close it up. So you literally like don't have any excuse but to take the whole thing with you. So that was your little prize. That was your centerpiece. We have a few of these wallets left at sagegoddess.com. I don't know if we do, but we did earlier today. So Karen and Jared can link you to that. I'm going to take my phone out because I will literally walk out tonight and leave my phone here, which is not a good thing. Yeah. If you have a cute little like adolescent size iPhone, it'll fit in there too, but the big grandma ones, they do fit in there. Okay. Now, the exercise for tonight, like I said, is dressing your candle. That's my energy drink. Okay. And I'm going to show you how to dress a candle. Now, the problem I always have, let me put this somewhere where you can really see it. I didn't set this up in advance. Sorry about that. The problem I always have is once my candles are all zhuzhed up, I don't want to burn them, but you should burn this. And it will actually burn. Let me set this in here real quick. If you haven't done this already, take the bottom of your candle, light the wick, drip some of your wax down in the bottom of the holder. See that? See how there's a wick on the bottom? Drip, 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 and then you can stick it and it won't move. So it won't fall over. Make sure it's straight. I hate things that aren't straight. The Venus and Virgo in me just can't tolerate it. But then if you pick it up like this, it's not gonna fall over. If you drip wax outside the edges of it, that's cool. It's good luck. Okay. That's the test. Did you do it right? Okay. That's why there's a wick on the bottom. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, your kit came with, I said, the green aventurine stones and the peridot stones. Green aventurine is what's on your wallet. New opportunities, good luck, good fortune, right? So I'm going to put 5 green aventurine on the outside. That's the number of wealth. And then I'm going to put 5 peridot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put the biggest ones we sent you because it'll be easier to push it in. And then I'm just going to mush a bunch of pyrite in there. Pyrite is for confidence, like you know you can do it. And then because Jared gave you the universe of possibility of rhinestones, I'm going to go with abundance colors, which are green and yellow. But you could also do some clear rhinestones, or you don't have any rhinestones, that's okay too. You good? Yeah? Okay. It's a good candle. We're going to make it really pretty now. So find, if you want to do this Martha Stewart style, please don't inherit my Venus and Virgo pickiness. Okay, this is not, I don't advise this. It's not a great way to live, but it's just kind of what I was born with. Find the vein on the back, okay, where we rolled it and we pushed it together, and then turn it around to the front so that you're only decorating the front of the candle. There's nothing, unless you want to decorate the vein. But I don't, I like to decorate the front, so I find the vein and I turn it around and I decorate the front of the candle. Okay? Now, I like to put a centerpiece to kind of start building like you're basically gridding the front of the candle. And the cool thing about beeswax is, and I'm going to show you this real quick. You find the vein in the back and then push this in the front. Beeswax, you don't need glue. You just push and it stays. You see that? So either put a little quartz point there or a little, whatever you've got, a little quartz chipstone or something. If you have a point that broke, like a stone that broke, take a little broken piece of quartz and stick that in there. Now what I'm going to do is at the 5 directions, I'm going to push in green aventurine for growth, good luck, and new opportunities. And I'm basically going to make a 5-pointed star. And I'm going to do the first one because it's an eclipse. I know this is strange, I normally don't do this. Counterclockwise. And with each stone, I'm imagining what I'm unwinding, which is a lack of clarity, a lack of truth, a lack of honesty. Whatever has been showing itself to you in this eclipse, we're going to unwind it by putting them in counterclockwise. Everything that is not accurate for you. And that's what mine looks like. Okay. Now, around that with peridot, we're going to call in the opposites. So I'm going to call in truth, clarity, because peridot is just big. Peridot is like quartz. It just makes everything bigger. So everything I unwound, you know, I always put love in there. Candor, truth, like honesty. And then I'm going to leave like kind of a blank space for the universe to just bring like whatever else is needed in abundance there. So one counterclockwise and one clockwise. The stones came with the kit, but if you didn't get the kit, you can use whatever you have. Now, with the with the pyrite, see the pyrite dust? It's a little bit not as focused. So I'm just going to take this and consider this like stardust, right? Like this is just, as I put my pyrite in, it's just I am powerful. I am confident. I am authentic. I am clear. Even though this moon isn't, right? I am. I am possible. I have potential. All things are working. This is pyrite. All things are working for my highest good. I am open. And again, I'm going clockwise, right? Just opening all these different like possibilities and pathways. And you almost can't see the pyrite because it's like mixed in with the gold glitter that's on the candle. There's no citrine in the kit. There was aventurine and there was peridot and pyrite. But you can certainly, if you want citrine, you can do that. I'm going to use some gold rhinestones where I don't have like citrine. You know what I mean? So again, you can make like an additional star pattern over. See that? With some rhinestones. So I welcome stardust. I welcome expansion. Rhinestones are magic too, and they're really pretty. I welcome citrine's about empowerment. Gold is too, the color gold. I welcome truth. I welcome empowerment. Just putting it all around, wherever you want to put it. Isn't that pretty? I told you wouldn't want to. The sheets of stones we just had here at Sage Goddess from different kits and stuff, but you can get them on Amazon. I welcome other people's empowerment. Like, let other people be empowered. As long as it's done in truth and not in secrecy, like, I welcome other people to be strong, to step into their power. I welcome other people to find their voice. I welcome my voice to emerge in a strong, powerful way. And again, confidence, encouragement. I welcome others to be sources of encouragement. So I welcome help and helpers from all directions. And you can keep going around and around and around. And like I said, I have the green rhinestones if you have other things, or like some of you have, some of you from other kits and stuff have like chipstones and other things we've given you, like little quartz points. A lot of you have little quartz points. So you could do like a quartz point here, 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 and here. You have this in your supplies. I'm going to do, you know what I'm going to do? Which you might want to do too, because I don't have little quartz points here, but I'm actually going to use a double terminated wand, and I'm going to push into it without, it already came out of the holder, but I'll glue it in, or I'll seal it in later. Without putting anything there, I'm just going to go to the 4 directions. So I welcome in the north, just pushing in, the guardians of the north for peace, patience, and perseverance. I welcome in the guardians of the east for clarity and truth and new perspectives. I welcome in the guardians of the south for strength and perseverance, and I welcome in the guardians of the west for healing. The marks are there, even if I don't put, you know, I can embellish it with rhinestones, but I don't need to. I will, just to show you, because some of you have rhinestones for days, or your kids have little like crafting kits, and I'm probably raiding their like little crafting closet right now, which you tell them Aunt Athena said that's okay. You'll go to Michael's this weekend and get them something else. Look at that. It is, it's gritting with a candle. Now I'm gonna light my, let me show you. I'm going to burn it back into the base. So drip the wax. If you have a lighter that works. I swear this, like the whole last month, I have not had lighters. Here we go, I'm gonna try this one. Because I'm constantly burning stuff. Here we go. Drip enough wax in there to seal it. And with every drop, abundance of knowledge, abundance of vision, abundance of clarity, abundance of love, abundance of resources, abundance of money, abundance of vision, abundance of awareness, abundance of other people's motives, abundance of trust, abundance of beauty, abundance of love, trust, clarity, wisdom, wealth, health, joy, peace. Pretty, right? Venus and Virgo says it's straight. Okay, so now we light it for the first time tonight. May all that you have set in motion fly, be illuminated by this full moon tonight. On eagle's wings, angel's wings, in service of your highest good and the highest good of all in your circle, so that everyone you know and love is held in this protective, loving embrace with clarity, with trust, and in service. With clarity, with trust, in service. I love it. Willow just brought Jess a beautiful drawing of a pumpkin she colored by herself. Of course she did. Willow is big magic. Can she hear me? Auntie Athena is so proud of you. And like I said, if you don't, yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, Cersei's like, I'm using Athena's candle because yes to all of that. If you don't have your tools, I'm lighting my candle for you tonight. Watch that flame. My mantra is, I'd rather know. I'd rather know, wouldn't you? You have two choices in life. You can look at things or you can look away from things. And at a certain point, things will look away from you. But I'd rather know. We're not charging our tools. We are still, though, working with them. And asking to be shown. That is what we can do at an eclipse. And that's why I was just saying, Amanda, it's like, do you want to know or do you want to not know? This eclipse hasn't really asked us, has it? I've just seen. Some of you, maybe it asked you. Mine was just like, hey now. Bye. Hi. It hasn't really asked. That's okay. I'm good. When you feel like you have made your agreements, whatever they are, for this full moon, I'm going to be quiet for a minute. It's hard for me. When you feel like you've made your agreements at this full moon, you can use my candle if you want. We'll extinguish it. I'm going to give you a minute. I was telling my students today, my mom keeps singing happy birthday to me. I can hear her all the time. And it's so weird because it's not my birthday. It's a quarter of a year after my birthday, but I keep hearing it. The way she used to sing it. And I feel like I'm blowing out my birthday candle. I think it's okay to make a wish tonight. You ready? You ready? But are you ready? Are you ready? hear my mom all the time. I don't hear her very often at all, actually, which is fine. She's busy. But I keep hearing happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. How old are you, dear Athena? Yeah. Amen. Aho. So it is. That's right, Belinda. I can hear her now. Now, it's still a full moon, so in your wallet, I want you to go clockwise. On the left of your wallet, I want you to blow blessings to your past. In the middle of your wallet, I want you to blow blessings to your present. On the right of your wallet, I want you to blow blessings to your future. And close it for tonight. Every time you want to reconnect to tonight's energy, I want you to touch the center stone and go clockwise. This is your grid. So may there be abundance, 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 abundance. May there be love and love and love and love and love. May there be joy and joy and joy and joy and joy. May there be clarity and clarity and clarity and clarity and clarity. May there be truth and truth and truth and truth and truth. Amen, aho, and so it is. Amen, aho, and so it is. It's your little button in the middle. Somebody sees you in Trader Joe's, they're like, why is she doing that to her wallet? And you're like, and they're going to go, you know, it's not Halloween. And you're going to go, great. Get lost. Maybe it is in my world. That was fun, wasn't it? Happy New Year. You have to cackle. It's Halloween somewhere. That's right. Love you guys. And then my poor neighbor. She's just in a rocking chair, for God's sake. Heaven help us who can't see very well. Guides and guardians of the below, the within, the above. We release you with gratitude. Thank you for connecting us to the center of the earth, to all that is and all that will be. To the guides and the guardians of the north, thank you for keeping us safe, protected, integrated, whole, present this full moon and eclipse. We release you with gratitude. To the guides and the guardians of the west, thank you for healing us, helping us to experience deeper healing within and without. Thank you for healing our planet. We send peace to the Middle East and all regions that need it at this time. Thank and release the guides and the guardians of the south. Thank you for courage, stamina, transformation. Thank and release the guides and guardians to the east. Thank you for new beginnings, new possibilities, new visions, and a clarity after this eclipse cycle that will bring us into deeper and cleaner relationship with those we know and love. And together we say, Amen, aho, and so it is. And we love you too. We do. Now Jared is here because... Thank you, by the way. Would you mind helping me show them the Gemini tools? Otherwise I'm like getting up and leaving. This wand that I use to open our circle and close our circle tonight is the Enter to Win for our duality. Do you get it? Gemini full moon with no eclipse coming up next month. So we custom designed this gorgeous gold Raku teacup with the copper strainer, which is 2 pieces. Earlier today it was behaving. So it is brass and copper. You put your tea in here and then you boil your water and you place it like this so that the herbs make contact with your water, and then you just lift this and all the herbs go away and you sip your tea. You can put your matcha in there, you can put your herbs in there. You also get my favorite detox tea, which has everything for all of your body systems for detoxing, and you get Tulsi Cinnamon Rose, which is healing, abundance, and passion. And then, so you put your tea bag in here too, by the way. You just take your tea bag out, put it in here, and then pour your water in, and then you get your quartz teaspoon, which doubles as a single terminated wand to open and close circles. We're going to grit our tea next month, so I'll teach you how to do that. And then you get your duality candle. Sorry, like all the tools at once. Which is like literally matcha colored with gold, and your perfume called Fusion, which brings in all the elements. Gemini, we love our Geminis. You guys are naturally multi-directional. And so that is your set of tools for next month. And if you get them before midnight, one of you is going to enter to win this Moldavite, Tangerine Quartz, and Citrine Wand. Those are faceted Moldavites. That is a natural Moldavite in the middle. It's worth $1,100 at sterling silver with gold. And if you shop today before midnight and comment on my live, one of you is going to win a bag just like this, but with your name. I'm going to write your name. You're getting a carved tanzanite mala bracelet and an adjustable ring from my collection worth about $600, because the bracelet's worth about $400. And I'm going to write your name on the bag. So Karen will link to the live from today, and then there's no code necessary to enter to win the wand. You just get your Gemini tools before midnight. So we have 2 enter to wins today. Usually we have 1. And I think, listen, this eclipse was a very special one. And if you wrote it gracefully, I'm really proud of you, because it would have been easy not to. Taurus goes head first. So be gentle with yourself this weekend. Technically, eclipse again is tomorrow. We just like to give Team SG the weekend off. I will be live with you Monday if you're in Living Magic for Elder Council. I'm really excited about that. And then we have Samhain ceremony on Wednesday of next week to celebrate the new year. Connect with the ancestors. No more eclipse. Bye-bye. Everything's clear. We're listening. Maybe they're singing happy birthday to you too. And we're grateful for you guys being here tonight. We love you so much. Yeah. If you've been run down, rest this weekend. The best thing you can do for your body, drink tea and sleep. If you have kids, just drink a bunch of tea. Honestly, just start. And you know about cold brewing, right? You just take a water bottle, put room temperature or cold water in it, put your tea bags in it, and put it in the refrigerator. It's actually the best way to drink tea, because sometimes the heat can break down the components in your herbs that heal you. So I always have cold brew tea in my refrigerator, and I blend all kinds of things. Like if you're run down, it's really good to put use green tea, because that'll give you a little bit of juice in your caboose. And then put things like nettle or rosemary for protection and for clearing. Put some mugwort in there to open your third eye. Start alchemizing your tea blends. That way when we get to the Gemini full moon, this won't be unclear territory. It is a ceramic tea cup. It's called Raku because that's like the rainbow treatment that they do. But we had these custom made because they didn't have gold in the middle and rainbow, and that's what we wanted. So they had to make it just for SG. And can you imagine stirring your tea with that? We're going to grit our tea before we drink it. But your strainer is the star of the show. This was made just for SG with copper and brass. Is that the most beautiful thing you ever saw? I'm serious. We're going to do tea ceremony together next month. I'm really excited about it. All right, take a breath. Have a great weekend. We love you guys. Thank you, Team SG, in front of the scenes and behind the scenes. We'll see you soon. Happy eclipse.